What is going on, guys? Welcome to Dawn of War Soulstorm multiplayer games with subscribers, episode 2. Today we've got Jungaboon playing Space Marines again, and we've got Ross and Bruker playing Tau. Over here I've got myself playing Necrons, and you'll see later on in this game why that was a very good decision. Then we've also got War Trooper here, who appears in a lot of my videos as an IRL friend of mine, and he's playing Sisters of Battle. Overpowered. So yeah, well, I suppose Necrons are overpowered as well, as you'll see in this video. But anyway, interesting map, this one. I've only ever played it once, as I recall, and I didn't have a good experience on it because I got rushed and it was very painful. And I believe it was Necrons actually played us that last played on this map as well. But it's a very interesting map because it's got kind of got that rectangle sort of feel to it. It's, you know, it's a very tug-of-war style map, but it's also very mazy at the same time. You've got a central relic, 2 crits, no slag deposits, and a hell of a lot of listening posts, as you can see. So now my first initial thought of this game was I had to prevent against the rush. Now this would be very difficult as Necrons, because Necrons are not very good at preventing against rushes. So as you can see, I messed up on warriors straight away because I needed as many units as possible. I also got a Lord out as well, and I wanted to upgrade the Lord as early on as possible as well, so I'd already started building things up for that. I'd already built some summoning core and already upgraded my warriors very early on, because this was very important to me. So if I switch to my view here, so it was this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to get mass numbers very quickly. Now the way Necrons work is slightly different to other armies, because the only reason they need to capture listening posts, well, there's 2 reasons. They can have turrets on them, but they can also use them as quick ways to get around the map. For example, they can, because Necrons have an ability which allows them to teleport to any Necron structure. So having listening posts all around the map, you can quickly attack an enemy base. But if you've got listening posts near their base or in the middle of the map, you can quickly transport your whole army over the map. So it's a very useful feature to have, especially if you've got a monolith. It makes it really powerful. So that's the reason for listening posts. But the way Necron warriors, well, Necrons work, they don't collect resources from listening posts. Instead, they work just purely on energy, which is why you need a load of generators. You spam generators. The more generators you have, the more energy you get, but also the more power it takes to build another generator, so the more expensive they become. So they all these. I thought at this point they were going to rush me with stealth suits, but luckily they're in the range of my turret. Sorry, the listening post, and you know, I'd already got warriors as well. And no, it was this game when I realised how overpowered Necrons were, especially the upgrades that the Lord gets. The upgrades that I got, you'll see later in this game, made me invisible. I could resurrect. And I had a really OP ability which basically was like a giant death ball in the sky, which also snared units, enemy units. So I was pretty OP in this game, I'm not going to lie. I suppose it kind of was unfair because we had Sisters of Battle and Necrons on one team. That's a pretty overpowered combination. So he did something clever. He started teleporting all these units up here, but I could teleport my units up here as well, and quickly dealt with that rush. And it was at this point when I started to build turrets here, just in case if you did that again. Excuse me. So we were starting to take the centre of the map as well. Well, he was anyway, because the other thing with Necrons is the only units that can take objectives are the builder units. No other units can take objectives. Now I wanted to use the builder units for... Oh, do excuse me, they does have slack deposits on the map. Missed them. And I wanted to use my builder units for buildings, obviously. So I was upgrading my monolith as well as quickly as possible. As you can see, I already had the Forbidden Archive up, and I was already upgrading my Lord. So, I mean, all I've got here at the moment is 2 full squads of warriors and my Lord. Here's the giant Death Ball of Doom. It's really overpowered. It also reveals stealth units, I believe. these two squads of warriors and this lord were just tearing it up this game. Like, this is all I needed. I could win just on these squads right here that you can see. That's how powerful Necrons can be. Like, you know, look at the units he's got. He's got a lot of firepower at long range, and just because the sheer power of the... I wish I'd carried on rushing, because I probably could have won at this point, but I don't know. Just because the sheer power of the Necrons is... That lord just makes all nearby units amazing, especially when I get stealth. It's just pure OP. It is really OP. I never really noticed how OP Necrons were before, and I think that's because I never really played them quite well. In this game, I think I was playing them very well. I think Necrons are very, very good at tug-of-war style maps. They cater very well for those sort of maps. Now, although they're slow-moving units, they're fairly long range, but because they're slow-moving units, they concentrate on what's directly ahead of them instead of just rushing up, which actually makes it better for tug-of-war. I think so, anyway. So at this point, Tau plays in a pretty bad situation. I mean, I think I've got 3 squads. Oh, I've got some flayed ones out now as well, which is even more overpowered. And I think I do resurrect a lot of my units soon. I mean, look at this, they're even overpowered against their units. Look at the damage it's doing to them. Just 2 squads of warriors. Time to not shut up. Yeah. So he's also got a death ball as well of Sisters of OP, so this game's looking pretty good. But I must admit, I do love tug-of-war style maps. There's a brilliant tug-of-war style map, which is one I want to set up for my next subscriber game, and that is, I can't remember the name of the map, but you'll see it when we play it. Brilliant for tug-of-war, absolutely brilliant for tug-of-war, because it is just a giant rectangle. The map is very open, brilliant map. So here I teleport my units out because I was taking a lot of damage there. He started pushing me back. But look at this ninja resurrect. So I resurrect my Necron Lord, and I port his ass out there as well. After, of course, I stunned his unit so they couldn't do shit. I think I did that purely just to piss him off. Let's take a look over here. So we've got the Sisters of Battle tearing it up against the Space Marines. Now this is pretty interesting because the Sisters of Battle are known for sort of being like a clone of the Space Marines in the game, not in the actual universe, but I'd say they're more powerful than Space Marines. Space Marines are overpowered. Sisters of Battle, very more powerful, much more powerful even. I mean, at the end of the day, it all comes down to the player, but I think Sisters of Battle can be very easy to play. I'm probably going to get some hate from that from Sisters of Battle players, but it's just my opinion. So let's speed this game up a bit. So not much happening at the moment, we're just sort of rebuilding, you know, gearing up again, building up again, reinforcing our squads and everything. I'm going to go for a second push soon. I was hoping to get my monolith out, but my so-called friend over here took the relic, so I couldn't get a monolith. So thanks for that. Because, I mean, once Necrons get a monolith, it's GG anyway. Like, nothing can beat a monolith. It's GG. See, look here, I'm getting mad. I can't get my GG machine now. Yeah, that's what I like to call the monolith, the GG machine. So, yeah, I was mad. I said if he was going to get attacked, I would have let him take the relic, so I could have taken it. It's kind of annoying how they never implemented that, how you can't get allies to give objectives to other people. Well, at least so they can unclaim objectives, because that'd be really cool. So at this point I'm pretty pissed because I couldn't get my GG machine. But didn't really need it, so yeah. So we got a little clash going on here in the middle. Sisters of Battle tearing it up. He's got the equivalent of his GG machine, which is the Pentium's engine, I believe. That's, yeah, that's a pretty GG machine. So I'm starting to push up here, as you can see, his giant death ball. I was experimenting with a couple of units I don't normally play, such as the Lord Destroyer. So at this point I'll have to take this location again. And at this point it was looking pretty good for Sisters of Battle as well, because as you can see now Space Marine Player doesn't have any players left, any units left, sorry. Got Chaplain here, but and looking at it now, I can kind of see how we won, because yeah, it was pretty GG from this point onwards for us. So didn't need my monolith at all. It would have just added more salt to the wound, I think, because yeah, monolith is just absolutely OP. It's basically a building that allows all units to teleport to it. Pretty damn powerful attacks. Can build units while it's anywhere, so it's a mobile base that it's got the most powerful attack and can use to teleport units around and can teleport itself. Downside is it's like dial-up internet slow. It is really slow, but you know, it's worth it because it teleports, it's OP, can teleport units to it, and it can make units, so you know what, it's, yeah, OP. Overpowered. So at this point we were deciding sort of where we were going to attack, because we sort of knew we'd won at this point. So there goes the Tau player, GG to him. At this point it was just like, solid, let's just go for this one guy, because we had nothing else to do, the other player had been wiped out, and now it's just a case of wiping everything out. Sisters of Battle and Necrons are a very powerful combination, I think, because Necrons cater very well with armies, well, such as Sisters of Battle and I mean, the other brilliant combination I think would be Necrons and Space Marines, or Necrons and Chaos Space Marines, because yeah, they just fit really well together. So unfortunately I couldn't get a monolith, but as you can see, didn't really need it, so. And there it was, GG. So thank you very much to all the players that took part in this game and the previous game. I had a lot of fun playing with subscribers. Playing multiplayer again was just fantastic. Thank you very much for watching, and if you'd like to see the previous episode, click the previous button in the top left, it will be an annotation, so make sure you got annotations turned on. Other than that, guys, make sure you subscribe to see more Dawn of War Soulstorm, and if you did like this video, then a like rating would be greatly appreciated. And other than that, I'll see you all in the next episode of the campaign, which will be up in a few days. Take care, and I'll see you later.